This week's bearded Boet was actually killed by his own beard. In 1567, Hans Steininger was the mayor of a beautiful little town of Braunau am Inn in Austria. And he was apparently a lekker bra, being elected a whopping 6 consecutive times. It's not certain why old Hans enjoyed so much popularity. Maybe it was because he was really good at his job. Or perhaps his town was entranced by his 4.5 foot or 1.4 meter long beard.
There it is. Holy moly.
Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for!
Dear God, it's beautiful.
It flowed from Hans's face in one continuous hairy tendril before splitting into a fork that ended at his feet. I mean, just look at that thing. Hans was aware of the potential risks of growing such a monstrous mane, and so he took the appropriate measures to keep it in check. When he went out, he would roll it up and tuck it into his pocket. Oh, jeez. But then, on the 28th of September 1567, a large fire broke out in Hans's beloved town. You can imagine that in a town full of wooden houses, in a time before preventative measures, the fire caused mass panic.
Okay, we're trapped. Everyone for himself.
Okay,
Here we go. All right, let's go. Get out of my way.
So, being the mayor and possibly eyeing a 7th electoral win, old Hans asked his friends to hold his beard.
You get it?
While he went around town trying to help where he could. Now, when all the pandemonium started, Hans went through his beard protocol and coiled up his luscious leviathan into his little beard pocket. But at some point, his beard popped out, and given the fact that his town was on fire, he neglected to roll it back up. He merely pushed it out of the way. Then, sometime during the disaster, Hans found himself at the top of a flight of stairs. He was still shouting orders and delegating like a good mayor does when he accidentally stepped on his bearded behemoth and tripped. As a result, he tumbled down the entire flight of stairs and tragically broke his neck. Hans Steininger's own beard brought about his downfall.
Is that a car alarm? He's laughing.
Following the death of their fallen mayor, the townsfolk built a monument to honor him in the form of a large stone relief sculpture on the side of St. Stephen's Church in Braunau am Inn. But they went even further to ensure that Hans's legacy is always remembered. Before he was buried, they snipped off Hans Steininger's beautiful beard and chemically preserved it in a specially made long glass case in the town's historical museum. And it's still there for all to see. Now, apparently, the town is also famous, or infamous rather, for being the birthplace of no one other than Adolf Hitler, who also had his own affinity with facial hair. But for obvious reasons, the citizens of Braunau am Inn are not too keen to flaunt the fact that their town saw the birth of one of the most notorious dictators in history. Instead, they focused on their heroic mayor and his tragic end.
Nine, 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 nine!
Killer beard though.